I made this video just to show you some really interesting things that can happen with online marketing, in particular your website, when you start applying certain information or knowledge that you've learned. In this particular case, what I'm showing you here is a screenshot of Search Analytics. It's supplied by Google. Very few people know about it, and even fewer actually know what it all means or know how to interpret the information. What I'm going to show you here is the difference of optimizing your title tags, your meta titles on your web pages, not just your homepage, but your individual web pages. My business recently had a new website and the titles didn't get done until the end, and it was a very interesting before and after. And in a matter of just days, a dramatic increase in my website's effectiveness is shown here in this information. What you're seeing here on the left is the total number of impressions. You can see it was 550 between January 22nd and January 28th. And a week later, from January 29th to February 4th, you can see it's gone from 550 to 1121. And you can see that represented by this line here that's increasing quite dramatically, especially in the last few days when the title tag adjustments have kicked in. So it's only a matter of a few days ago when I put all these different titles onto my web pages and optimize them. And an impression here that you're seeing is an appearance in a search result. If your website and your web pages are appearing in more search results, then you're definitely going to get more traffic to your website. That's how it all works. An impression, and down here you can see the different phrases that are the different phrases related to my website that are appearing, and yeah, it gets very interesting. So you can see there about 100% increase in the number of impressions. You can see this line starting to track up a lot higher. You can see before those lines were pretty close as far as about a week ago. However, by changing the title tags, you can see where it started to kick in. And the matter of each one of these points is like a day. You can see in a matter of days the difference of where it was to where it is now. It's quite dramatic. Now, I'll show you the next one, which is the position of this of these different phrases, and this is just showing the positions. And again, it's starting to improve on the positions of various different phrases. So if you scroll down here, you can start to see the positions. This is the later week, this is the earlier week. And you can see where these phrases, my website was not being found for any of these phrases where you've got this little funny blank here in between all these. So if I scroll down here, say the top 50 phrases, you can see about half of them, probably more, were not relevant to my website as far as searches. So this one over here, communication skills, it's a good high volume phrase, 22,000. However, my website did not appear in the results at all, simply because I didn't have the title tags on my pages set up either at all or correctly. And this is what makes a very big difference. So by putting relevant phrases to what people would type in to Google for a search on your titles of your web pages, it can make a very significant difference. So you can see here that all these positions are now filled, and you can see the ones where they weren't before. And some of these where they were being found have had a dramatic increase. Now look at this one here. Online business training, where I'm now ranking on average 10.8, because your rank goes up and down, actually goes up and down during the day. Where you are one hour may be different to hours later. And I was ranking at position 39, so it's jumped 28.2 places since in a matter of days by changing it. So it's very interesting what difference it can make. I don't know if there's any others that are quite as dramatic. Well, there's one that's jumped 7 places. Here's one that's jumped 29 places. That's very nice. That one's about the same. That one here has jumped 10 places. So you can see this dramatic improvement. That one's gone back a little bit. But overall, this is very interesting, very exciting. And this is what can happen when you start learning some of this yourself. And I do encourage you to learn it yourself. There's a gap between what a website developer will include with a website design, which is typically the looks and the layout. But when it comes to on-page SEO, which is what part of this subject is, fixing your titles, adjusting your titles, there's a very big gray area between what a website developer does, what you're paying them to do, and what an SEO company takes on. Now, an SEO company will often do this. However, it really is something that you get the most benefit from learning some of this yourself. It's your website, it's your industry, and you'd know more about what phrases people are typing into a search engine than what your SEO providers or your website developers typically would. They're not experts in your industry. You are. You've been in it for years. So by learning this information yourself and just doing a bit of keyword research, which isn't very hard to do, you can learn what are the best phrases to put on each individual page on your website. And each individual page on your website can be a lead generator for your business, not just the homepage. And this is where a lot of SEO companies don't do a lot of pages. They may do the homepage, they may do a couple of others, but that's about it. When you can do a lot of this yourself. Now, this information, if you'd like to learn more about how to do it yourself, check out the Marketing Fast Track. It's a half-day workshop with a lot of extra videos. It's half-day live and then a lot of extra videos in the members area that talk about how to do this sort of work yourself, how to look at Search Console and look at all the different things it can show you and how to interpret that information to improve your website's ranking. And if you can improve your website ranking and do this yourself, and you can, you'll be amazed at what difference you can do just by doing these things. Then you start getting more leads, more sales, more income for your business. I hope you've liked this video. If you have, fantastic. A reply email will be wonderful. Otherwise, check out the Marketing Fast Track or watch for more information coming to your inbox each week. Thanks for watching.